na maraming nag-register, and hopefully marami kayong matutunan about our Zotero, our reference management system na i-highlight today. So before we proceed with the uh, workshop, I would like to introduce our speaker. So our speaker is currently an instructor in chemistry from the Department of Physical Sciences and Mathematics. He is currently on his uh, thesis stage sa kanyang master's sa MSMBB sa College of Science sa UP Diliman. And Professor Renato has already conducted a similar workshop online last time with LRC, and now we hope to reach more students by linking with NGOH. So we would like to thank NGOH for uh, helping us reach more graduate students. So without further ado, I will now give the floor to our speaker, Mr. Aaron Hinato.
Uh,
Ay,
ay, uh, Good afternoon. Thank you, Sir Miguel. Thank you din po sa NGOHS, that's LRC, at sa IMS for helping us set up itong reference management na workshop. Okay. So siguro medyo casual lang, no? Kasi, um, sorry, may narinig akong echo. Echo po bang Okay. So, gumagamit tayo ng reference manager primarily so that we can uh, tawag doon, we can easily organize the references that we will be using in order to write our scientific papers. Dati kasi ang ginagawa natin puro mano-mano, di ba? Sorry, okay lang tagalin ko na lang to for para hindi ko echo ko eh. Yeah. Hello?
hello, hello.
Okay. Yeah. So we primarily use a reference manager in order to organize our references. But before we get into how it works and how it will help you, let's start with trying to install yung ating reference manager. Okay. So, nandun sa announcement natin na you can install your Zotero by downloading. You can go to this QR code, QR link. And there's also, the link will also lead you to yung desktop browser connector as well as yung Word integration. Okay? So, pag pumunta kayo sa website na yan, you'll be able to download Zotero 6 per Mac as well as install it. If you have Windows, automatic madedetect naman niya yan. Tapos, mag-i-install ka na ng Zotero for your PC. Right? Likewise, doon na rin yung pwedeng i-install yung connector for the browser so that it will be easier for you to obtain references from online sources. And yung Word na add-in can be installed once you've installed yung ating desktop app. Okay? So, kung na-install niya na yung desktop app, if you go to Tools, tapos install browser connector, you can then install yung browser connector. And for add-ons naman, here, press add-ons, then pwede nyo siyang i-install. Pero usually automatically connected na siya, no? So pwede nyo na siyang magamit. Okay? Okay. So, ayan. And then for yung connector for browsers, nandito pa. Okay? Okay. So, I'll leave the QR here while I discuss kung why do we need a reference management software and how can Zotero, a form of reference management software, help you in writing your scientific papers, no? Kasi nung undergrad ako, ang ginagamit ko talaga is Mendeley, which is similar. Pero even before that, ang ginagamit ko talaga is mano-mano. How we were taught to um, how we were taught to read the APA style guide, for example, or yung MLA, for example. And of course, mano-mano siya. Sometimes I had to create spreadsheets containing all my references. And then after that, yung pagpa-format pa, and of course, making sure na tama yung or consistent yung mga nilalagay niyo um, sa inyong writing or sa paper. Okay? So let's go through that. Okay. So why do we need to use a reference manager? No, given that we have modern tools, some of us may still be using the traditional method of collecting references, manually organizing these references into the individual topics or chapters, um, reading them through collections of PDFs na hindi naman din organized. And then, of course, we do the writing. And then after that, we will cite what we have or yung references to the information that we obtain and also yung ni-write natin para may context, of course, and to avoid plagiarism. And then after that, there's the hard task of organizing the bibliography, making sure that it adheres to a certain style depending on where you want to submit your paper. And of course, going to publish or putting your research out there. All of that is very tedious. Kulang na nga yung time natin as um, graduate students, kahit undergraduate din, as well as those working on the research field talaga as their careers, no? So what reference managers can do is take away a bit of the load by also helping you uh, in some of these aspects. Okay, so of course, all of these take time, pero Zotero can help you by helping you focus on the important parts of research. Okay? So, Zotero and your reference managers in general, kahit si Mendeley or EndNote, so those are the alternatives, can help you gather references and organize those references. It will help you cite easily and with code involved so that mas consistent siya and automatic. It can help you organize yung bibliography ninyo as well as adjust the style automatically so that if you plan to submit to different journals, you can easily change the style of your paper. No, and that's an advantage, especially if you are targeting or if you are targeting a few journals and you're not sure which will get accepted or kung you're naghahabol kayo ng deadline, for example, of submissions, and you still need to adjust the style. You want to remove that time by using a reference manager. It will become easier if you use it. Okay? Okay. Now, Zotero is not perfect, as well as other reference managers. They are dependent on their databases. So, ang mga database ng Zotero is just what the internet also provides. And it can also be wrong, no? So, minsan we'll have to manually edit a few of our citations in the database. Likewise, it's dependent entirely on the web formatting. So if the web page of your article is not properly, shall we say, formatted, medyo mahirapan si Zotero na i-scrape yan in order to get the citation. Likewise, it's not a magic tool that will adjust the style of the entire paper. It's limited really to references and citation. If, for example, iba yung method ng write for figures and tables or yung organization ng entire paper, Zotero cannot do that. But at least it takes away yung effort of trying to make sure your citations are all in the correct format. No? Kasama din dun yung alphabetization of the bibliography as well as yung sa citation kung superscript numbers ba like in the Nature format or yung author year tulad ng ginagamit natin sa APA. Okay? Likewise, while it does have the feature of using its storage space in order to take up PDFs and so you can read your PDFs and annotate them, it can also store them in the cloud, but also for a medyo limited yung storage space niya. Okay? So, madalas, Zotero will ask you to pay extra if you want to store more PDFs. But otherwise, if you can store it naman in your PC, then that suffices. And so, if ang gusto mo yung convenience na nabaview mo sa ibang device yung mga PDF na files na ilalagay niyo sa Zotero, then maybe it's worth it na mag-upgrade pa kayo. Pero, ang maganda kasi dito is, um, ang maganda kasi dito is, tawag doon, open source siya. Okay? So dahil open source siya, there are also advantages such as being able to use third-party tools in order to easier referencing. Maraming mga nagde-develop ng modifications for Zotero so to make it easier for you. And likewise, it's based on my experience the most versatile when it comes to formatting your citations as well as making sure they're ready for publication. Okay. Okay. So how does Zotero work? So I asked you to install three things, pero siguro the primary thing that you'll want to install talaga is itong desktop app. Okay. So itong desktop app kasi natin yung primary workhorse ng ating Zotero system. The rest can be added later or you can even go without them. Pero itong desktop app talaga yung gumagana talaga in order for it to help you in your referencing. Okay? So yung web importer natin helps us take references from the internet. No? So yun yung i-install nyo as a browser extension depending on the browser you're using. In this case, I will be using Safari. But meron din available naman for Chrome, Firefox, etc. So you can take a look at that. Likewise, meron din tayong plugin for Zotero. Kapag in-install nyo kasi yung desktop app, ang mangyayari dyan is it will automatically detect if you have Microsoft Word. Tapos i-install na niya agad yung Zotero plugin. Okay? Yung Google Docs naman, it's attached to your Zotero web importer. So, ito rin yung isang advantage niya compared to Mendeley. Zotero can be used sa Google Docs. Though it's a bit clunky nung tinest ko siya. Pero pwede naman. Okay? Okay. So, based on this, yung general workflow ko talaga is I will look for a reference. Kunyari, nag-literature search ako. Then I will use the web importer to import that reference from the web page. So it will scrape the web page and take the reference from that. It will store it into my account, cloud storage, and also reflect directly on the desktop app. And then once it's synchronized, you have the option to press the synchronize button dun sa desktop app. Then you can use it to cite, no? So I will be writing and then I will add my citation dun sa dulo. Okay? Okay. So, let's take a look at the Zotero desktop. Assuming na na-install niya na. Okay. Yan natin. So, kita naman po, no? Ito yung an ating Zotero na desktop. You should be able to see roughly the same thing as me, apart from kung wala pa kayang mga references na provided. Okay? So, yung general na layout niya, you have this file menu toolbar, and then you have here yung listahan ng mga references ninyo. And then dito naman, if you click a reference, mag-a-appear din yung information. Okay? Ayan. So what you can do is you can take a look at your library. Nandito siya. This contains all of the references that you've compiled and is associated with your account. No? So kung pag synchronize nyo yung Zotero desktop sa account ninyo, then your library can also be synchronized to the cloud. So if in case hindi pa nagawa yun, you can go to settings and then you can associate it with your account by pressing sync and then link account usually mag-a-appear dito. Okay? So just log in to Zotero and then magsisynchronize na siya dito. It's possible to use it without linking your account, pero it's better if you want parang cross-platform na compatibility. So kung gusto nyo, yung mga references nyo ay nasa ibang mga devices ninyo, you can link your account. Okay? Ayan. So once synchronized na siya, nandito na sa my library, then you can then create collections. So this is Zotero's version of a folder. No? Kapag may collection ka, parang gumagawa ka ng um, catalog containing all of the references for a specific topic. So gumawa ako dito ng isang folder or collection which I called Zotero Demo. But I'll try to make another one. Zotero Demo 2. Ayan. And then mag-a-appear na siya as a new folder here. Okay? Later, I'll show you what these other parts of the menu are. Pero itong Zotero Demo 2, this is where I'll be working with. Okay? So now we know that this is the library and that you can create a collection or a folder to organize your references. Okay? So let's go back. Okay. So how do we import our references? Once we've made our collection, we can then add our references in multiple ways. You can start with trying yung manual input. Okay. So if you press here sa plus button, it will ask for a new item. Then it will ask for a type of item. So kunyari, I want to add a journal article. And then mag-a-appear dito yung input for the title, sino yung author. So this is good if, for example, nasa library ka and you have physical copies of your books or journal articles at hindi niyo siya mahanap sa internet so hindi niyo siya may import, you can input directly kung ano yung ginamit niyo na reference doon. So you just type what you want, kung ano yung journal title, and then kung sino yung surname, surname to. And then yung first name. You'll notice na in-organize na niya agad yung mga references natin according to their title, surname. You can add more authors if you want. And then kung ano yung publication. Ayan. So, that's fine and all. Pero we want it to be more efficient. We want to be more efficient, right? So, what's the other ways we can do that? You can use this magic wand na button which helps us search yung mga identifiers of our references in the internet. Okay? So, let's say I have a book. Okay. Here I have a page of a book, web page associated with a book. Molecular Biology of the Cell by Alberts. No. I can do this manually, pero I want to be efficient eh. So what I can do is I can take the ISBN number in the web page, copy it, and then paste it. Okay? Dito siya mapupunta. So when you press the magic wand button, pwede niyo ilagay dito yung ISBN and then press enter. Okay. And assuming my internet's quick enough, dapat lalabas siya. Hmm. Let me try it again. Oh, okay. So medyo hindi nga mabilis internet. But that's okay. Let me see if I can cheese it. Hmm. Ano naman yung nakopya ko? Okay. Um, let's try DOI. So in the case of DOI, I can just copy the DOI link and the same manner, pwede ko rin siyang ilagay. Baka gumagana sa inyo kung na-install niya na. Pero it seems that yung internet ko is not quick enough. So, nagana naman. Okay, thank you so much. Ayan. Okay. So, buti na lang meron akong backup for this. Yung book na inattempt kong i-import is itong Molecular Biology of the Cell. Uh, if the internet should be okay, dapat na ano siya. See, let me see. Oh, okay. Please verify the identifier. Okay. Pero gumana naman sa ibang tao, which is good. So, sing. Feeling ko, if I restart yung Zotero ko, try ko lang ulit. Kailangan makakasite yung internet. See? Yeah, so while waiting for that, apart from your ISBN and Digital Object Identifier or DOI, pwede rin yung PMID from PubMed na mga articles. Arxiv, meron din siyang record doon. So pwede niyo na rin siyang i-import automatically. ADS bib codes as well. And yung mga other identifiers. Pero of course, ito yung pinaka-common. For books, ISBN. For DOI, yun yung mga journal articles natin. Okay? Ayan. So assuming na na-import ko siya properly, ito dapat siya. Okay? So, na-import ko yung book, Molecular Biology of the Cell, at itong mga mitochondrial DNA na 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 references. Okay? Where was I? Okay. So, apart from that, you can also upload your stored PDF. Okay. And then yung PDF na yon, i-search niya sa internet in order to find the reference. I assume kailangan din nito ng internet. So, let's see. Okay. Stored copy of file. So, kukuha ko dito. This is a paper that I downloaded. Okay. So, andito na yung PDF and it will take a while pero nagsisynchronize siya. That's why nagro-rotate itong icon na to. And assuming, okay, hindi yun siya maano. Okay. So, okay. Siguro I'll troubleshoot this after I show you how to use the plugin. Pero let's go to that one. Assuming na-input nyo yung PDF, siya na magse-search for you kung ano yung title niya, lahat ng mga identifiers as well as yung authors. So, kaya na rin yung gawin yun. Assuming that it's connected to the internet. Okay? Okay. Okay. And lastly, meron tayong itong web importer. Okay? So, ang gagawin nyo dito, you go to the web page where your references is located. And then, once you've installed yung extension, you simply press the button of your extension. In the case of, let me hide this. In the case of Safari, dito siya mag-a-appear. Okay, so nakalagay dito, save to Zotero. The icon will change depending on what type of reference it detects, no? So in this case, paper siya, so it recognizes it as a journal article. So pag pinress ko tong save to Zotero, ayan, magda-download na siya, mitochondrial DNA. It's saved to Zotero Demo 2, and then kinukuha na rin niya. If open access yung journal, it's also able to download the PDF. So you can already read the paper right away. Okay? So if I go back to my Zotero, ayan na siya. Dito. Okay? So that won't work. Tapos if you press this button here, katabi ng mitochondrial DNA, lumabas dito yung mga attachments, mga snapshot of the web page and yung full text PDF. Okay? So if it has a PDF, I can double click it and then makukuha ko na rin yung paper, right? So it's easier. I got the paper, I can start reading it, and then when I'm done, I can switch to my Word editor and then start citing. Okay? Okay. So now we're done with that. We can next go to citation. Okay, so I have here this sample text in my word processor. Okay. Now, I'll put this in home muna. Okay. If I successfully installed the Zotero plugin sa aking word processor, it should appear here as a separate section sa Word. So dito mag-a-appear siya Zotero. Okay. And then dito, pwede niya nang i-add yung citation for in-text citation. Add or edit bibliography para meron na rin kayong automatic na bibliography. You can add notes. You can change the style through document preferences. If you made an edit and wish for it to be synchronized throughout the whole document, you can press refresh to refresh all of the Zotero citations. And you can press unlink citations if you want to, for example, clean it up and export it to another reference manager. Okay? So, let's start with yung add or edit citation. Okay? Let's say I want to cite yung paper na nakuha ko from the internet here, dito sa end of the sentence, genetics and cell biology. Okay? What I will do is I'll put my cursor at the end of the sentence and then press add or edit citation. And then lalabas siya dito as a text field. Okay? Dito, you can search for the reference that you want to cite. Okay, so I think it's Mitochondria by Mona Lou, this one, sa my library. Ayan. And when you press it, nandyan na siya. I'll simply press enter or return sa Mac. And then, as you'll see here, nasa citation na siya. Okay? Likewise, if naglagay na kayo ng automatic bibliography doon sa document nyo, mag-a-appear na siya dyan. Ayan. So formally, tawag doon, readily readily formatted for you and also alphabetized kasi this is APA format. And then, ayun, properly italicized yung mga chapter numbers, page numbers, etc. Okay? So, nandyan na rin lahat yan. So, yun yung parang magic part about it. Di ba? Ayun. So, let's say gusto ko magdagdag ng citation. I can just put my cursor over here. One way to detect if a citation is already part of Zotero is kapag kinursor over niya siya, ma-highlight yung buong citation. And magbabago din yung word nito to edit if you're using Windows. Okay. So here I'll press add or edit citation. And then I can add more. So I'll add another paper on mitochondria. Sige, that one. Okay. And in this case, naglagay ako ng dalawang citations in one sentence. Okay. Okay. So let's try this again so that magets niyo rin yung flow. So again, I'll put my cursor here sa dulo ng sentence, add or edit citation. Then I'll look for another paper. Sige, molecular biology of the cell na kinuha ko. And then press enter. And then ayan na siya. Okay. Since it, what do you call it, automatically detects that I've already cited it dun sa unang paragraph, no? It won't duplicate the reference dito sa bibliography. It knows that you've already cited it multiple times. Okay? Now, let's say wala pa itong bibliography. I'll delete this. And maglalagay pa lang kayo ng bibliography. Ang gagawin ko dito is I will press here, add or edit bibliography. And then, ayan na siya. Okay, so magic. Ayan. Now, let's say that I submitted this to APA, pero gusto ko rin pala mag-submit sa Nature. Pero iba yung formatting nila. So, ang pwede kong gawin is change the style of my document. through document preferences. If I go here, and let's say, lalabas tong window na to. And then I go to nature, for example. So ito yung itina-target ko. As you will see, marami ding iba-ibang styles si Zotero. ACS, APA, Chicago, IEEE, Modern Language. You can also add styles through manage styles if medyo obscure yung journal. And then you just press OK. And then if I go back, all of them have become superscripts. The bibliography has also changed. And the alphabetization is different kasi sa nature, it's in order of appearance, di ba? Not in order of alphabetization. Tapos finormat na rin niya. Some of them are now in bold letters. Iba na rin yung italicized na parts. So, yun, automatic na rin siya, di ba? So, mas may advantage ka na to change or tweak yung inyong paper so that it will match the style of another journal. Okay? Yeah. Pero since I think ang recommended dito sa UP Manila, especially for undergrad and most other grad programs, is APA. Nandito rin naman siya. So if we go back, ayan na rin siya. Okay? Okay. So other things that we can take a look at, you can also edit the citation if, for example, gusto nyong i-indicate lang yung year. Kasi for example, I have a sentence like this, Margit and Sylvan Nas identified DNA within mitochondria. Gusto ko yung citation ko, hindi na i-mention yung name kasi redundant na-mention ko na rin sa sentence. I can actually edit that. So if I edit that citation and I click the name, pwede ko rin i-press itong omit author. I can also specify which page I got it from. If you really want to specify that doon sa inyong paper. Okay? And then once that's okay, I just press enter. And then wala na rin yung pangalan. Just the year as well as yung page number. Okay? Ayun. So, okay. Ayun. So, napakita ko na rin how to do yung autobibliography. Ayan. Pero there's also a way for you to add a bibliography if, for example, you're using a word processor na um, walang plugin. Okay? So what you can do is you can select the references that you want to export by holding shift and selecting all of them. Right click and then you can export items or create bibliography from items. Okay? Kung create bibliography, gagawa siya ng either HTML or you can copy it to clipboard. Okay, so yung APA yung gusto ko na citation style for my bibliography. I-organize na rin niya according to alphabetization. Whereas if you want nature naman, gagawin din niya according to the format that you want. Okay, so let's say ganito. I want to export it as copy to clipboard. So assuming na nasa clipboard ko na yan, I'll go to my paper and I'll see. Ayan. So na-paste na siya. Okay. Let me try that again, pero let's use nature naman. So again, right click, create bibliography from items, nature, copy to clipboard, and of course, bibliography. Okay. So organize na rin siya Though ito yung number one. Just have to arrange the formatting, pero generally, it did the thing. Yeah. So it was able to copy the um, references. Okay. So, siguro feedback lang, how are you doing? Na-try niya na rin ba yung bibliography and using it on Word? Ah, yes, may question. Ah, sige, sige. Paano po pag Google Docs? Okay. So, let's do Google Docs. Ready rin ako dyan. Okay, so here I have this demo sa Google Docs. Now, let's say na may internet kasi it's trying to connect. Pero if na-install nyo na yung browser na add-in, okay. If na-install nyo na yung browser add-in, dapat mag-a-appear dito sa Zotero. So kung meron ka nito, itong browser na extension, if you press Zotero, then tapos ano po, um, if you add or edit citation, pwede rin yun. So assuming na kakayanin ng internet natin yan, press natin to. Okay. So, it's taking its time. Pero okay lang. Okay. It experienced an error. So again, yes.
Dinipat yung internet.
Ah, sige, sige. Okay. Well, kayo na kung magsabi. Ayan. Thank you po. So, medyo okay na yung internet. So, let's try the other things again. Narinig po ba ako? Ayun. Okay. Apps. Okay. Reconnect ka space. Okay. Ay, okay. Ayan, ayan. Next, that's your share. Ano nga pala, natanggal yung share screen. Okay, okay. What was I? Ayan, desktop. Okay. Okay, let's first do uh, citation sa GDocs. Okay, so may internet na ako. So ang gagawin ko, add or edit citation. And then, it appeared somewhere. It also require you to connect your account in. Let's see. Okay, ayan. I want to cite Alberts. I'll press this and then should auto update. Ayan. Click here. Okay, and you're also able to edit it with Zotero in the same manner. And then if I want to add a bibliography, I can just go to the Zotero here in the menu and then press add or edit bibliography. It's going to do this thing where it's trying to contact your Zotero desktop in order to generate the bibliography. So giving it time. Okay, if I go back, it's here. Okay, ayan. Let's say, maglagay pa ako ng isa pa. So, because Google Docs is based on the web, mas clunky siya compared sa Word. But of course, a lot of us use Google Docs kasi nga collaborative siya, which is good. Okay? Now, sa pag-search din ng mga references, you don't have to search for, hindi lang naman kailangan title, pwede rin author, kahit first name nga pwede rin. So kanina, ang naalala ko lang sa pangalan ng author is Margit. So I'll search Margit. Tapos yan siya. Ayan. If I go back, ayan na siya. Okay? And then as well, yung bibliography has been updated. Okay? Okay. So that is for Google Docs. Apart from that, I can also change yung style. So again, medyo funky. Nature naman. If I go back, nagbago na rin. Okay. So number 2, number 1, Albert's, Nas, etc. Okay? Okay. So, yun yung general workflow. And of course, there are additional things you can do. Okay? Pero let me know kung medyo na you're getting the hang of it na kung paano siya gamitin. Okay? Okay. Let's go back to Zotero. Ay, wait. Aking slides. Ayan. Okay. So, apart from yung export bibliography, I can also drag and drop or Control Shift C in order to copy and paste yung mga bibliographies ko. Okay? So I'll try to demo that. So instead of yung right click, tapos create bibliography, if nakaset naman sa aking export settings dito sa export, and kung ano yung gusto kong style, American Psychological Association APA, then I can simply select these, Command Shift C for Mac or Control Shift C for Windows, and then paste na lang dito. See if that's work. Ayan. So this is easier kasi you don't have to click anymore. Just copy and paste. Or you can drag and drop as well. If you overlap two windows together, just select them, drag and drop. Okay? Okay. So this is useful kung, for example, walang plug-in for Zotero sa PowerPoint, pero gusto niyo ipakita yung references, pwedeng copy-paste na lang. Ano pa ba? Kunyari, nag-write kayo in a new word processor na wala pang Zotero plugin, then you can use that. Okay? Though ang limitation nga is mano-mano yung pag-edit and also yung pag-cite. So, make of that what you will, kung ano na lang yung gagamitin. Okay? Okay. Go to the next. Okay. So now we've established yung workflow natin. Now let's do some refinements. What can we do with what we now know, and how can we improve yung mga references that we're citing? Okay? Okay. So napakita ko kanina that we can edit citations and add more of them within one sentence. But for example, I found an error in my bibliography. Kunyari, nagka-error si Zotero, mali yung na-scrape niya. I can actually edit yung metadata of my reference sa desktop app. If I go to the Zotero, okay. So, an example ng error natin dito. Let's say I look at my paper. Delete, I've copy-pasted. Okay. Ito yung automatic na bibliography ko. Let's say, etong si Alberts, mali pala yung na-copy ko. Dapat 2005 siya or something. I can edit the year directly sa Zotero. So, by simply clicking the item, lalabas dito sa side, sa may right side, yung info niya, including what type of item it is. You can edit the title, author. You can even add the abstract, no? Series, number, volume, etc. And then you can edit the date. For example, 2005 pala yung book na ginamit ko or mali yung print. And press enter. Na-update na siya. Na-update na rin siya dito as well. Dito sa ating bibliography. So automatic na rin siya. If you edit doon sa Zotero desktop, mag-appear na rin siya dito sa bibliography nyo. Edited. And likewise, nagbago na rin yung, tama ba? Hindi. So I'll have to refresh. Ayan. If I press refresh, nag-update na siya. 2005, 2005 dito. Okay? So this is useful. Let's say, for example, gusto nyo lahat sentence case yung mga title ng mga paper. You went to different journals na puro capitalized. No? So, you can edit the title to make it lowercase. No? Kasi yun yung style na kailangan ni APA, for example. Yan. So, madali lang siyang i-edit. But of course, ang totoong value is 2002. So, I can just simply edit it here and then go back and then refresh. 2002 na siya ulit. Dito, parang hindi siya nag-update. Hindi. 2002 pala siya dito dapat. Ayan. Okay. Ayan. 2005 yung isa. Okay. Okay. So that's editing. There are lots of other parts that you can edit. Pero Zotero also tracks kasi what day you access the material. So, pwede nyo na rin siya lagyan ng date accessed. No? Ayan. Okay. Let's go to the slides again. Okay. So now let's explore the desktop app. There are lots of other features here apart from Zotero, collecting your references and simply giving you a way to read your PDF. It's not just a glorified PDF reader. It's also a parang organizing tool. Okay? Okay. So apart from creating collections, you can add collections within your collections. Kanya gusto mo iba-ibang topics, for example. Let's say itong MS thesis ko has multiple collections. Tapos this one, I'll add a new collection. Okay. So ang gagawin ko dito is I will right-click on my collection and then I can add new sub-collection. So meron na siyang bagong folder dito. Kunyari, Zotero 1. Ayan. So here's a new sub-collection. Okay? So sub-collections are medyo weird kasi kung ano yung i-add mo sa sub-collection, hindi siya mag-a-appear sa main collection. So think of it as a folder within the folder, not as a parang tagging tool. Okay? Ayan. So that's sub-collections. Okay. You also see here by publications. You can press publications here. Ayan. So you can add your own work here so that it will easily be cited by other people. No? And it will also help you organize. No? So for example, humihingi sila ng list of publications. Pero gusto nila nature yung format, di ba? So, pwede nyo i-change yung formatting. And this all helps you organize. And of course, other people have an easier time in citing your publications kasi nasa database na siya ng um, Zotero. Okay? Okay. Next, duplicate items. If, for example, on one day, nagkuha ko ng reference from the internet. And then in the next day, nalimutan ko, binalikan ko na pala yung reference na yon. Zotero will interpret that as a duplicate and treat them separately, but it will file it under duplicate items so that you can check kung should I delete one or the other, or should I merge them together. You have that option. You have the option to do that. So if, for example, ito yung dalawa, and I have, these are two duplicates of the same item, and then gusto ko siya i-merge, all I have to do is choose which one to keep as the master item. In this case, siguro the later one. This is in month. So ito dapat, no? Pero para mas kompleto itong February 25. So I'll keep this one. And then I'll press merge two items. Nawala na siya sa duplicate items and the duplicate has been eliminated. Okay? So it can help you organize in that way. Wala na siyang duplicates. And you're able to organize your references. Kasi of course, since it relies on code in order to um, since it relies on code in order for you to use it in the word processors, kapag may duplicates, duplicate din niyang isa-cite doon sa bibliography. Tapos kapag in-update mo yung isa, hindi ma-update yung duplicate niya. So it helps na Zotero detects duplicates and helps you merge them together if that happens. Okay. Other stuff here, unfiled items. This is in the case na sa buong library niya lang siya nilagay and you did not file it into a specific category. Okay? So this is useful if, for example, you're just trying it out and hindi niyo pa ginagawa na sub-collection yung mga topics and papers ninyo. And of course, meron dito yung trash. Now, for example, I want to throw away an item like this one. What I will do is right-click and then move item to trash or delete kung sa Windows. And then, wala. So, wala na siya sa collection. Okay? Okay. So before we go to the other parts, let's try again itong ISBN and DOI. Hide floating meeting controls. Here is the DOI. Sorry, ISBN. I'll press the magic wand. Place it here. Adja. Molecular biology of the cell. Okay, ayan. So, there are some problems here. May nilagay siya na how PTBD. I'm not sure what that is. So I can simply edit it out. So again, this is one of the things na minsan Zotero might get wrong. So you can double check. And then ayan, na-update na siya. Okay, let's try DOI. This one, for example. Ano pa ba? Pwede itong isa, maternal inheritance. Copy link of the DOI. Press the magic wand. Paste that here. And then, ayan na siya. Okay. Let's try the upload file. Store copy of file. So press nitong button, new item. Store copy of file. And then, I'll select this. And then press open. It will synchronize. And then ayan na siya. Integrin paper. And it organizes the PDF and it takes it as a attachment. Okay. Notice here na may icon dito ng PDF na file sa corner. If it detects that the PDF is available, kung for example, either open access yung journal or in-upload nyo siya through itong store copy of file, it will show you na meron siyang PDF available. So you can simply double-click yung reference to get the paper. So I'll just double-click. Ayan na siya. Okay. The same way here. May copy na rin ng paper. This is an old paper, but still has a copy of it doon. Kinuha niya from the website. Okay? Okay. So, the same could work din naman for books. You can use yung here, itong icon, save to Zotero. Now, in this case, na-detect niya as book. So, you can also do that. So, if I press that, ayan, lalabas siya as, ilalagay mo siya as molecular biology of the cell. Pero let's say gusto ko i-save to a different collection. I can even press a different, or I can click the menu here, and then demo 2. And then, ito-download na rin niya for down. Okay? So, assuming na nakuha siya, nandito na rin pala siya. Okay. Ayan. So, that's taking references from the internet. Right? Okay. So, let's go to the next part. Okay. So, here are some advanced things you can try. If successfully recruit nyo yung group mates nyo na gumamit ng Zotero din, you can actually create groups, no? So dito sa library button, dito sa taas, new library, I can press new group and then it will ask me to log in. Okay? So assuming na nag-log in ako, it will look like this. I create a new group. You can create a name for that group and then invite those who have an account in Zotero as well. You can set the group type, whether it's public, kunyari gusto nyo parang journal club, na public journal club, or kung gusto nyo parang kayo lang na collaborators yung collect ng references, then you can choose private, you know. Okay? So, I've already tried this. So meron kaming group library dito when I had my MBB 390 class. And yeah, pwede mo rin i-arrange as collections, detect duplicate items, unfiled items, and may trash din dito. Tapos, dito rin nakalagay lahat ng mga references that all of them provided. No? So, ang advantage nito is, kita ko agad kung ano yung mga sinite nila. If we're working on a collaborative na paper, ang gagawin ko, kapag tapos na, I'll just generate the bibliography from this. Di ba? So, kunyari, magsasubmit na ako bukas sa aking prof. I can just take this, generate the bibliography in the paper, and then easy peasy. Well, yeah. So that's group libraries. Essentially, um, collaborative aspect of Zotero. Okay. Okay. So, the advantage of Zotero is that it can also be a PDF reader. Okay. So apart from just reading it, you're also able to annotate and highlight your notes on it. For example, I have this paper here, and let's say something important. I read something important. I can actually highlight that. Ayan. I can also create notes. For example, dito. Ayan. So, it doubles as a research tool na rin, apart from just a reference manager. So it helps you organize your thoughts. Yeah. Okay. This one I just explored very recently. But if you're the type who subscribes to papers and maybe is involved in a highly productive field of research, then dapat updated talaga kayo lagi sa mga journals. Then you can add RSS feeds to your Zotero so that every day nagre-refresh siya ng mga bagong articles na published in a specific journal. So ang example ko dito is PCS. So merong RSS, if you just search for the journal and space RSS feed, maraming mga papers dito. And then they will give you a link to the RSS feed. All you just have to do is copy the link. Right click, copy link. Tapos pag pumunta ka sa Zotero mo, create a new library, new feed from URL. And then I'll just paste the URL. Ayan. And then I'll press save. And then ito na siya. So, nakalagay din yung date of publication. Nandito na rin lahat ng mga, lahat ng mga papers. Ayan. And then, updated ka rin. So, you'll also be able to see kung ano yung mga related to your field. Ayan. And usually, pag nabasa mo na, then it changes the formatting. So, you know that you've kept track of the frontiers of the research. Okay? Okay. Okay. So this is medyo niche, pero if you are the type to submit in physics, mathematics, or chemistry-related journals, may functionality din ang Zotero for LaTeX or BibLaTeX or BibTeX as well. So possible din yan. You can actually export as a BibTeX code. So i-demo ko lang to for a while. By simply right-clicking and exporting as BibLaTeX, for example. Nilagay ko sa desktop ko. And then if I go to my desktop, ito na siya, exported items.bib. Tapos, ayan, ito na siya, exported items.bib. So, ang alam ko kasi si ACS at si MDPI nung nag-write kami dati, BibTeX yung, or LaTeX yung parang input niya. So you can use that, no? Okay. Okay. So I think that's all. Pero if you would like me to demo a few other things, then let me know. I have time naman.
Certain question.
Sige, tingnan natin. Okay, ano po pwedeng gawin if hindi gumagana sa Google Docs? Wala pong lumalabas if i-click po yung Zotero sa Docs. Ah, if hindi siya gumagana, ang usually na troubleshoot dyan is you try to reinstall the browser connector. Siguro tingnan nyo na rin kung anong klaseng browser yung ginagamit nyo. Kasi nagva-vary kasi yung, shall we say, compatibility niya. So even if you can install the connector in all of the browsers available, baka better na sa Google Chrome gumamit ng Zotero for Google Docs. No? In my case naman sa Safari, okay naman siya pero mabagal. No? So yun. That's the workaround. You can try to reinstall it or you can try using a different browser. Okay. Hi, how can I put the book PDF format from my desktop to Zotero? Okay. You can actually put a copy of the book, pero I don't know if magugustuhan ni Zotero na medyo malaki yung file. Apart from, it also attempts to save yung PDF doon sa ating cloud ng account natin. No? Um, medyo mahihirapan siya mag-add ng napakalaking file o mag-display ng napakalaking file. Let's see. I don't know if I have a book. Do I have a book? This is a book. Okay. Let's say ito. Probability and statistical inference. So ang ginawa ko dito is add item, store copy of file. Then I went to my downloads folder where I had a book on statistical inference. It's a PDF. And then nandito siya. I just don't know how good this will be kung medyo mabagal. Medyo mabagal ng konti pero kaya naman. Ayan. So that's how to add a book. Okay naman siya. Hi, Prof. May we have a copy of the lecture slides? Of course. Oo. Pwede naman po natin bigyan sila ng. Okay. How would you organize the collections or sub-collections when doing a scoping or systematic review? Hindi ko masyadong na-discuss yung organization, no? Okay. For a review or systematic review, if, for example, isa lang naman yung topic ko, I can only have siguro one sub-collection. It's already okay. One collection is enough. Pero let's say you're doing parang a historical review. You can actually arrange your references according to date of publication. Okay? So let's say, for example, itong 390 ko, which is about mostly network analysis. I can arrange it according to the date by simply clicking here. So ito na yung latest publication and then going down to the oldest one, no? By simply clicking itong mga headers, you can arrange it according to title, uh, the creator or author, date. Ito very useful, date added. So for example, naglagay ako sa collection ko pero nalimutan ko ano yung last na inad ko kasi yun yung babasahin ko dapat eh. I can press date added. Tapos nandito na siya. Ito na yung pinaka-latest na inad ko. Okay. 2023, 11. Oh, so November 11. Ayan. So, yan. Um, yeah. So, that's one way. Another thing that I just discovered recently is there's what we call timeline, create timeline. To use the tools, if I press create timeline, I can also create a parang quick timeline of my sub-collection. So, pwede nyo tingnan which one of the, or which of these papers came first in publication. Kunyari, gumagawa kayo ng parang historical review, you can take a look at it this way. No? Ayan. So that's one small tool you can use. Ayan. Um, One asks, is it possible to convert an APA referencing style from source to Vancouver style, which is required by the journal? Yes, it should be possible, but I'm not sure if it's in the current styles that it provides. Tingnan natin. Here's my paper. Vancouver's here. And ito na siya. So it's like, okay, first time ko makakita ng Vancouver style. So ito siya, mga numbers in parentheses. Tapos ito yung formatting ng bibliography. So it's possible. Just within the document itself, you can already change the style of your referencing. Ayun. So, I'll go back to APA while I await questions. And also, ayan. Okay. Here's a question. Is there a way to convert PDF to ISBN, or how can I look for ISBN of the PDF? Hmm. If, for example, yung ginawa ko kanina where I inputted the PDF, itong probability and statistical inference, kinuha na niya agad from the database. So once na in-upload ko siya at na-detect na niya na ito yung book na na-detect ng as the PDF, isa-search na rin niya from the database at ipro-provide na rin sa kanya yung PDF, ISBN, sorry. Yan na siya. Um, Yun. That's one way. Another way is you can go to, well, mas crude na siya. It doesn't use Zotero. You can just go to the web page that sells the book and also get the ISBN from there. Or you can go to the book itself and, well, go to the copyright page. Nandito rin naman yung kanyang ISBN. So those are the ways you can get ISBN from your PDF. But if it utilizes Zotero, you can import it. And usually, madedetect din naman niya kung ano yung ISBN. So again, add store copy of file. So, sige. Quick demo round. Baka may hindi pa na kita or try na natin to. I will download this. So we have it. Okay. Ayan, nandito na siya. Tingnan natin if I can import the paper that I got. Add a journal article. Store copy of file. Tapos, date added. Ito yun. Ayan. Detect na niya. So, that's the ease of using Zotero. Okay. Follow po, the PDF you just added a while ago, how to look for the ISBN. How can Zotero detect the ISBN of the PDF? Okay. So Zotero detects the ISBN of um, the book because if the PDF is searchable, no, kahit title lang, kung ma-detect ni Zotero na ito yung title at ito yung author, meron na siyang database na pagkukunan ng ISBN data. So, by simply giving Zotero the book PDF, nasa-scrape na niya yung contents ng PDF in order to search it in its database. At doon sa database niya, in Zotero's database cloud, nandun na rin yung ISBN ng published na book. Hmm. So, uh, sorry. Ayun. So, it can detect it that way kasi it searches for it once it detects kung ano yung reference na yun. Oo. So, yung ISBN can be used to both import a reference or it can be obtained by importing a reference as well. No? So, yun yung functionality ng Zotero. This is a paper. Siguro. Let's try this one. Ayan. So that's also a paper. So na-detect din niya agad. So, meron siyang DOI provided. Again, it takes it from the database, not necessarily from the PDF, no? It searches it from the database. So, sige, let's see kung magkapareho naman sila. Ito yung ISBN 978. And if I look at the book, 978 din naman. So I did get it naman. Pero I wouldn't be sure kung it scrapes it from the book itself or if it utilizes the existing database it has. How wonderful it would be if Zotero integrates AI that allows you to chat the PDF to ask questions. Would be nice if AI becomes much better na. But of course, um, siguro it's still a new tool talaga. Pero yeah, a lot of functionality or technology really is making it easier for us to read and consume research. Whether it's AI or kahit ano lang accessibility tools such as read aloud. Minsan ginagamit ko yon kasi parang nasa-strain yung mata ko so I might as well just try listening to a paper instead, di ba? So a lot of things can help us make research more accessible and easier for us to do research, yeah, and write. Okay. May time pa po ba tayo? 3:30. Okay. So medyo obvious nga kasi to. Siguro ang nagpahaba ng last time na nag um nagpa-workshop ako is I also taught Mendeley. Now for those who want to use Mendeley or are forced to use it, the same halos yung functionality niya. Even its layout is the same. No? It also has a plug-in for Word. It also has an importer for your browser. So if you choose to use Mendeley, okay lang din yun. Ang hindi ko lang alam is if meron siyang Google Docs integration. Yun hindi ko pa na-try. Mhm. Pero yeah, if you want to use Mendeley, it's alright. The same thing lang naman siya as Zotero. Pero for me, personally, Zotero na yung ginamit. Pero I should note as well, Mendeley yung ginamit ko ng undergrad. Ngayon na nag-write ako for coursework sa MS as well as yung main part ng thesis ko. Zotero na yung ginagamit. So, siguro while waiting for other questions or we can conclude na rin. Oh, siguro.
Okay. Sige, salamat, Aaron.
Okay po.
Uh, uh, we will present this certificate. Sandali lang. So, so we would like to present this certificate of appreciation to Mr. Aaron Noel Hinato for being the speaker for the upskilling workshop on Sotero held this 19th of April 2004, signed by yours truly and Dr. Carlo Abelardo Antonio. So thank you, Aaron. So for those who participated, who attended this Zoom session, we would give yung slides, Sir Aaron, and also a recording nung kanyang seminar so that you can look back and try looking into working with Zotero. So we hope that sa mga future researches natin, we would use reference management software because it really eases yung writing process. So I've experienced it myself na dumali yung buhay ko when mahirap pa rin mag-research pero significantly dumali yung buhay ko when I learned about reference management software. Kahit anong reference management software. So, thank you again. So,
Okay po.
please answer the evaluation uh, for um, for our event, and then we will give the certificate of attendance for those who attended. Sige, salamat po.
Thank you po. I hope everyone gets to use Zotero in the future.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's answer your questions.
Melanie Andaya.